Let it be the Western Ark.
Follow me, my lords, shouts Foylan as he spurs his black mare along a narrow cobblestone street that wends its way through Tyre's shabby north quarter. At a junction close by the city's main stables, he turns into an avenue that leads to the west arc of the old necropolis. When the arc is less than 100 yards distant, Foylan brings his horse to a halt and you rein in your steed beside him. Still a dozen guards and rangers have gathered at the arc, and they have erected a barricade which completely blocks the entrance to a burial ground beyond. The Reeve Lieutenant tells you to wait here with your men while he goes forward to inform the guards of the situation, and to tell them that you and your companions are not Kai imposters. Patiently wait for Foylan to complete his task. Then, on seeing his signal, you move forward and join him at the western arc. He shouts an order, and hurriedly the guards pull aside a wagon which blocks the entrance, enabling the five of you to dismount and proceed into the necropolis on foot. Aided by the moonlight, you lead your party along a gravelled path towards the center of the burial ground, to where a tunnel-like opening has been excavated in the side of a mossy mound. On arriving at this shadowy entrance, you stop to examine the surrounding area, to check for any clues that may help you track your quarry. You find no fresh prints, and you sense no lingering aura of an evil that could betray his presence. Confident that it is safe to proceed, you enter the mound and lead your comrades down a wide stoned ramp to an oval-shaped chamber. A dozen stone coffins, each carved with the likeness of its occupant, are laid out in a circle like the spokes of a wheel. The chamber is cold and unwelcoming, but it does not harbor any trace of evil. You are sure that the impostor has not set foot here. On the far side of the burial chamber, opposite the ramp, there is a stairwell which descends deep into the catacombs below the necropolis. You go down these stairs until you come to a landing where a passage crosses from north to south. Black Hawk suggests that the party split in two and explore both ways, but you are not in favor of this idea. Splitting the party would make it easier for the impostor if he chose to launch an ambush. You peer along both passages and draw on your Grandmaster skills to determine the best route to follow, but with little success. Now the passage looks especially inviting. Do you wish to go north or south?
You should probably head south, since he came in from the south.
Yeah, but then he might have already passed this area.
Yeah, no, we have no proof that he had even been here. We're actually pretty sure he hasn't.
Yeah, but do we know for sure? Okay, whatever, let's just go south.
Well, this went south, but real fast.
This narrow passageway leads to a vault littered with scraps of cloth, rodent skins, bones, and twisted clumps of dry vegetation. Out of this carpet of debris, a crude nest-like hollow has been fashioned. The glint of burnished gold prompts you to investigate the nest more closely, and, to your surprise, you discover a valuable gold cup entangled among its twig and grasses. And the gold cup is a special item, so just add it to your skirt.
Or belt, or whatever the hell we have lying around at this point. But okay, gold cup. I'm just going to add it. Just give me a moment.
Suddenly you sense movement directly overhead. You glance upward and find yourself looking into a brick-lined vent which ascends all the way to the surface. Descending this chimney at an alarming speed is a bangrel, an acquisitive and aggressive breed of some landing sea eagle. This particular bird is far from pleased that you have disturbed its secret nest. You unsheath your weapon and dive aside to avoid the bangrel as it swoops out of the chimney and attempts to claw you with its razor-sharp talons. You're now finding the bangrel.
Well, holy kill sword designed to slay evil against
A bird.
a bird.
By the way, I've been thinking about something.
Yes?
This guy's an imposter of us. We have the summer sword. He's completed. If he was mistaken from us, does that mean? I mean, wouldn't they be able to recognize us by the fact that we always carry around the summer sword with us?
Well, maybe he has the winter sword and they can't see the difference.
Yeah, because that was the point I was getting to. Does he have a summer sword too?
Well, that would be bad. In any case, so yeah. Give me a rope with eye.
9?
Right. The eagle dives. There's a moment of silence, and then it falls to the earth in two pieces. Because, you know, it's a freaking eagle, and you have a holy blade, and it's basically a god.
would be a little
Why did you
embarrassing.
think this was a good idea?
Am I the only one who get the feeling that it was a 2 or a 1 and we actually got hurt by this eagle just no more running around? Help! Help! I can't get it off! Our Grandmaster, everyone. Our Grandmaster. And all the other Grandmasters just standing there applauding ever so nonchalantly.
There are no other Grandmasters.
Oh, I mean Masters then. Sorry.
Kai.
Kai Masters then.
No, they're not Kai Masters yet, they're just Kai.
Okay, Kai.
The two sundered halves of its body falls limply to the debris-strewn floor. Hurriedly, you wipe clean your weapon and resheath it. Then you motion your companions to follow as you leave this chamber by a tunnel in its south wall. This tunnel gradually descends by slope and stair through deeper levels of the catacombs. You detect no trace of the imposter, and when eventually the tunnel comes to a dead end, you curse your ill luck and return reluctantly to retrace your steps. It is then that you sense a faint but lingering aura of evil, with a capital E, close to the tunnel floor. Close inspection reveals a trapdoor set into the flagstone. You pull this heavy hatch open and uncover a circular chute and a ladder descending into darkness. Your heart misses a beat when you notice fresh tracks on the ladder's iron rungs. At last, you have found the imposter's trail. Cautiously, you lead the descent into the chute, using your powers of infravision to scan for signs of movement in the damp darkness below. After several minutes, you reach the bottom of the ladder, where you discover a large vaulted chamber. Around its walls are positioned urns and grey stone caskets, each embellished with traces of gold. There is an unexpected air of opulence about this vault, which prompts you to guess that it is a secret burial tomb. Wary of danger, you focus your Kai sixth sense on the urns and caskets which line this chamber, and, to your relief, detect no evil creatures lurking within. You instruct the others to examine them with care, and to your surprise, we discover that some contains Laumspur leaves. They are spotted with age, but they still possess healing powers. There is enough leaves here for 3 potions of Laumspur, each restoring 4 endurance points.
Great
But,
action.
was it not that we, let me see. Let me just take a look. Each potion of Ramsburg take up one position of backpack items, right?
Yep.
Okay, but in that case, we cannot take them because the potion of Lamsburg we have at this moment, that and combined with the other items of ours, actually means that we have 10 out of 10 items.
What do we have else in our backpack? Let's hear it.
What?
What is in our backpack?
Alright. Rope, potion of Lamsburg, lantern, Vessel tiara, flask of aquas, talisman of Ishnir, mother's potion, and then the fire seeds and the arrows.
Well, we haven't used
Wait,
the fire
arrows and fire seeds are not inventory items. They were special items.
Okay, okay, that means that we still have room for 2. So, yeah. So if we add...
Yeah, and we never use the fire seeds for anything.
Yeah, so we might as well throw them out.
They never get brought up again in the inventory or anything at the start, so I just think the book's done with them.
The book forgot them. Now we're gonna throw them here on this ancient burial ground.
Well,
leave some
And hopefully
treasure.
they won't burn the entire place down.
Well, it's stone, so I doubt it.
Alright, now we have 3 potion of Lamsburg. And, yep, yes, everything should match now. Proceed.
You're helping Blazer to tilt one of the urns when a sudden and unexpected noise at the far end of the chamber sets your pulse racing. The grating rumble of heavy stone and stone heralds the sudden appearance of the imposter. Like some secret door to a nightmare realm, the entire far wall of this vault is slowly sliding open. Violent tremors shake the floor, and orange tongues of flaming gas shoot from the ever-widening gap. Silhouetted in the center of this fiery portal is a warrior clad in a parody of the robes of a Kai Grandmaster. His stature and his facial features bear an uncanny resemblance to your own. Yet the two of you are not entirely identical. The eyes of the imposter betray his true nature, for they are black and cold. They are like 2 tiny windows from which you can see the evil lurking deep within his heart.
Yeah, I know they say...
But this wasn't funny 5 books ago, and it's not funny now. Stop making all our opponents either obviously looking evil or just flat out ugly. Let's get some really pretty heroes for a change.
The portal crackles and roars like a blazing furnace, yet it radiates no heat. You sense powerful magic at work here, and you shout a command to your young kite comrades to prepare themselves for combat. They react as one, their years of training suppressing their fears, and swiftly they draw arms and form a protective circle around you. The impostor unsheathes his black-bladed sword and gives vent to a chilling laugh that momentarily drowns the roars of the flames. His cruel laughter fills your head, and suddenly the stone walls of the vault seem to writhe and buckle inwards. Your psychic kite defenses resist his illusion, and the distortion ceases. Yet as it does so, you realize that something important has changed. You command your companions to retreat towards the chute, but they do not respond. They are completely rigid, frozen immobile like 4 stone statues. Cackles the impostor. So we meet at last, Lone Wolf. He advances a little nearer, and you feel an icy chill wash over you. The body of this bogus kite lord radiates coldness.
Can I just add something here? We are going up against what I think you could actually describe as sort of a mirror image, if you will. And I cannot help but think, with the whole traditional Kai ropes being green and all that, I cannot really help but think again of Link versus Dark Link at the moment. Yeah, I know you are supposed to be a Zelda fan to understand the full context, but in other words, shit's going down.
How I have enjoyed myself in your guise, he sneers. Let me introduce myself. I am Wolfsbane. An apt name, don't you think? What is your purpose, you growl in reply, your hand poised to draw a weapon in case you should attempt to launch a sudden attack. Why, I come to kill you, of course, he retorts, his voice full of contempt. There should be but one Grandmaster, and only I am worthy of such distinction. The impostor narrows his cold black eyes and curls back his lip in disdain. Also, he has a picture.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess this also kind of reveals how Lone Wolf looks. Dude's got long hair.
Ugly pants.
I have to be honest, I know I mentioned the whole Link versus Dark Link before, but I also sort of get the Jack versus Matt Jack vibe, you know, from the show Samurai Jack. I hope we do not...
What is up with that belt buckle?
It's a wolf!
Yeah,
but why does it have that crush patch hanging from it?
Because that's an area you really want to be protected if you go into combat.
Also,
yeah, but the way it's hanging, if someone punches it or hits it, it's just gonna go backwards in, and the only thing they're protected there is apparently a straw skirt or something.
I don't know.
I don't actually think that's a part of a belt. I think that's a jock strap or something. And that really stuff underneath is just... I don't know, actually. It looks weird.
Does that mean Lone Wolf is also wearing a jockstrap?
I do not know.
If it is... Actually, no, I don't think it's jockstrap, now that I think about it, because that really stuff wouldn't be hanging down underneath.
Also, I need to add this to this whole discussion. We can see also it is sort of something that goes on both with this piece of metal and those tights of his. I have to say, am I the only one who finds it a little odd that you could actually mistake the symbols there for something that could be related to family jewels?
Huh?
You know, the whole... Nah, never mind. It would take too long to explain.
Anyway, it's ugly pants, dude. You really need to get some new ones.
Maybe Lone Wolf also wears pants like that.
God, I hope not. Also...
No, they said it was a parody.
We don't wear is that a tiara he's wearing?
Huh?
You have one too! It's even in the inventory!
He's wearing a hairband of some kind to, keep it in place. Actually, crowns from the Viking ages are portrayed to be somewhat like that too.
Huh.
So he's sort of wearing a band around his head to keep his hair in place.
I have to say though, I sort of like his cloak. Well, it looks cool, even if it is a little symbol. But still, he's an imposter that needs to be gutted like a damn fish.
I also have to say, we have played for 10 books and we finally know what we look like.
Yep.
Yeah!
And I intend to prove my worthless. Lone wolf.
The fuck was that?
That was me doing a dramatic flourish with my arm. I sometimes do that unconsciously when I speak.